Everybody, before we go into today's update, we need to go over a quick synopsis of what to expect. First, yes, I do have my power back on, which I'm very happy about. Came on last night after the update I did before the overnight hours. But what we need to get into today is we need to talk about the Bitcoin Deathcross on the 4-hour time frame that has been confirmed, and we need to see exactly where we're looking for the rejection, as we talked about the 22,700 area yesterday, which we did get a first rejection, but we'll see if this continues on. We need to take a look at the XRP daily technical analysis, as it's very, very important, as the thinly traded weekend will end tonight around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll have the gold, silver, we'll have the DXY back online, and the futures market will open up trading. And going into tomorrow at about 4 a.m., you'll have the crypto market starting to open in pre-market. So that's what we need to, the stock market starting to open in pre-market. Well, crypto's 24/7, which is why I love it. To me, it's the new Forex. But we'll get into the XRP daily technical analysis as well, because we need to see exactly what's going on as we continue to struggle well below the 377 line, as we are inching down towards the 369 level. So we'll take a deep look at that after I play the intro. Make sure to hit that like button, as it really does push me through the analytics, and it would really help get new people in here. So please, I beg of you, push me through the analytics by hitting that like button. Good morning, 9:43 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, March 5th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I want to start this Sunday morning update with DXY. DXY still fighting, but right now it's reversed under the 20-day and the 4-hour time frame. It hasn't just yet, but this is to end the week on Friday. So when we open up, this is the recent formation that it's made. We came down to about the 100-day, and now it looks, the 50-day. And now if we lose this, it looks like we could be pushing down the 100-day. But what we really want to see is we want to start out hot here. If you want the US dollar to start pushing, and we'd like to immediately push back over 104.74. But my gut tells me we could come down here, possibly to 103.92 if we lose this area. Now that's not confirmed yet, because we did end the week on a little bit of a candle here, but it's not looking great when it pulls down like this. So we very well might have to come down a little bit to start the trading week when the DXY comes back online this evening. So we need to pay attention to that. But like I said before, we need to come back above 104.72 to continue pushing up to that 106.30 area roughly. Total crypto market cap's at 990 billion. I mean, it's literally at its plus minus line, and you see how it's created this, what could be interpreted as a W, but to me that looks like a prototypical bear flag. And now at the 200-day is going to be the problem, and that's right around the 1 trillion mark. But if we look at this in the 4-hour time frame, much like Bitcoin, Deathcross has been committed. We've already confirmed a Deathcross in the 4-hour time frame, and this doesn't look like it's done. If we get this rejection like it looks like around the 1 trillion mark here, 997, that's game over. And then especially if we lose the 986 or 990, if we get rejected here and we lose the 990 and we can confirm 987 breaks, because that's the downtrending support, if we were to get a rejection, look out. That's all I'm saying, look out. Bitcoin, the aforementioned Deathcross, we'll look at that very quickly before we get into XRP. So Bitcoin's at 22,442, up 95 points, or 0.43% on the day. And you can see the same exact Deathcross. Same exact Deathcross. And if you don't know what Deathcross is, so a Deathcross is a technical chart pattern that occurs when a stock short-term moving average, typically the 50-day moving average, crosses below its long-term moving average, typically the 200-day moving average. It is called a Deathcross because it is often interpreted as a bearish signal, indicating that the stock's price may continue to decline. Traders and investors use moving averages as a way to identify trends and potential buying or selling opportunities. A Deathcross suggests that the stock's price trend has turned negative and that the selling pressure may continue. Traders may use this as a signal to sell or short the stock. It is important to note that technical analysis, including the interpretation of the Deathcross, is just one tool used by traders and investors, and should be used in conjunction with other factors such as fundamental analysis of market trends. Additionally, the Deathcross is not a guaranteed predictor of future stock prices, and the stock may not necessarily continue to decline after the pattern appears. So now that we have the technical definition, you can see right here, the 20 crossed the 50, then the 100, and then ultimately the 200, which is this red line crossing this dark blue line. That's a death cross. And now to confirm the death cross, the simplest way is to get rejected the 20-day in the 4-hour time frame, which right now is about 22,600. We did get rejected closer to the 22,700 area, around 22,668. And then option number 2 would get rejected at 22,900 if we break the 20-day and prove the 200-day as rejection. But we've already done that here. When we bounced up, we had support, came down. Now we haven't technically hit it as resistance yet. So that's what I'm saying. We need to look at that in case we have a quick spike. And that could be with the DXY if it does have a little drop down to start the futures open at about 6 p.m. tonight. So we can see the uptrending support we're trying to hold at 21,965. If we lose that, those are the two nearest supports, and this is the multi-year trend line under here at 18,768 approximately. So those are what we need to watch at. And if we lose that downtrending support, which is a multi-year trend line, that's when serious problems can happen. But that looks like a bear flag forming as well with the death cross. So very bearish times looking to be in our near future. XRP is down 0.64% at 3713. And we continue to be in this short-term falling channel as I've diagnosed it myself. We have right now R1 is 377, R2 is 3851, and R3 is right up here around the 391 level. And if anybody knows, R stands for resistance, S stands for support, and that's how I do things. And then we have S1 down here at 369, S2 at 3618, and S3 at 3552. If we do break 3552, then we can come down to this key moment here at 348, and then ultimately down at 34 cents, as that's the bottom of the falling channel right now. And that's what we would have to look for. That's the immediate short term. And I wanted to show you because this could start off as a very bearish start to the week if we don't push up here very quickly. I said last night about 12 to 15 hours ago, we had about 36 hours to get volume in. We're running out of time. We need divine buyers. Otherwise, we are going to dip. And it might not be pretty. So if we look at this in the much bigger pattern real quickly, that's the descending triangle in the much longer pattern. We have the downtrending resistance right here to clear it up at 3947. In the uptrending support, if we lose at 338, that's the 2020 uptrend. And if you lose that, you come down here to the 2017 uptrend. So that's the nearest thing in the area. If we look at the XRP USDP chart, this is my BITGET perpetual futures chart. You can see how far on the top side of this, we could technically still be on maybe a push up. And that's what we're fighting right now. You don't want to lose this immediate area. We've been fighting very hard the last few days. But we can't lose this 36, about the 369 level. You don't want to lose 369. Otherwise, this could be a very detrimental move. And then you've got all this room all the way to the bottom of this formation at about 12 cents. It's going to take a lot to get there, but that is what we're dealing with right now. So that's what I wanted to get out to this morning in this update. So pay attention to Bitcoin. Make sure you're paying attention to XRP. And then tonight when the futures market opens, pay attention to the DXY because it's going to be a very volatile start. But it's very hard to say if it's going to go up or down right now because the DXY looks like it could start off, a little bearish. And even though Bitcoin's got this death cross, it does have room to come up to about 22,900 to get rejection on the 200-day and the 4-hour time frame. XRP is going to look to try to push past the 377 or break down below the 369. There's not really any other options. We either got to break past the short-term resistance or push past that short-term support finally and continue our journey down. Make sure to hit that like button if you got anything out of this update, as it really does help push me through the analytics. If you want to join me on BitGet and or MEXC in the USA, BitGet, if you're a new user, you're going to have to use a VPN, which I do not advise. That's why we have our other alternative, MEXC, if you don't want to pay on the spot fees on the buy or sell. There's also UPHOLD as well in the video description below and the pinned comment. And if you want to join Tom's Army, that would be greatly appreciated. That's in the video description below and or the pinned comment. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, there's simply no point on this journey to 2025. And remember to be buying your XRP because this is the last time in history we're going to be below 40 cents for this extended of a length of time. So make sure you have a buying plan that you're starting today.